Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about today is the announcement that came out last night with California getting stuffed right up the old Christmas tree with the whole sensitive places thing. This doesn't just affect California. This has ramifications nationally, all the way up to the top of that triangle, SCOTUS. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. I'm going to say a quick word about the giveaway from Vanish, and then we are going to hit this. My brothers and sisters, I am excited to bring you what I think is the biggest giveaway that I've ever seen on this channel, and it's brought to you by Vanish Holsters. Now, Vanish Holsters is made for the everyday American concealed carry patriot, not the upper echelons of the gun world. We're talking somebody who wants to have a gun, have it be comfortably stored, and safely stored to protect themselves and those that they love. This is the most comfortable holster that you're ever going to wear. This is a 48-inch belt that fits universally to anybody, and it's completely ambidextrous. It has a no-stink material, and it fits up to a 46-inch waist. This is something that you're going to want to check out. Look at this. They are launching the biggest giveaway I have ever had on this channel. They are giving one of you this incredible Jeep Gladiator and $25,000 worth of gold thanks to Vanish. To enter, all you have to do is click the link in the description and get yourself the most comfortable holster you've ever worn, and Vanish is hooking you up. Get $40 off now when you use my link in the description box below. All right, my brothers and sisters, we have got to talk about some delicious coming out of California, which doesn't happen in the gun right side of the world a lot, but it sure does seem to be happening a lot recently, doesn't it? It's almost like the Bruin decision is unraveling their gun control dreams piece by piece, soul by soul. Let's get it. Let me show you what happened, and then I'll break it down for ramifications. Federal judge blocks California law that would have banned carrying firearms in most public places. Well, that's sensitive places. That's something that New York came out with when the Bruin decision struck down the Sullivan law. They said, well, you can have your concealed carry permit. We will absolutely give you one. But you can't carry it here, anywhere, because it's sensitive. And, as you know, sensitive places are fine. It was a manipulation. It's gone up the circuit system. It's going to eventually get to the SCOTUS because they're screwing around with what the actual SCOTUS said. Now, you've got another instance happening in California doing the exact same thing. Give it time. The system works. All right, let's get into this. Let me show you what they said. Los Angeles, AP. A federal judge on Wednesday blocked a California law that would have banned carrying firearms in most public places, ruling that it violates the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution and deprives people of their ability to defend themselves and their loved ones. It does, just like New York's does. The way that we've seen the SCOTUS act has always been on, well, is it just this one circuit that makes this decision? I.e. Chicago 7th Circuit with the AR bans or sensitive places with the 2nd Circuit. Is it multiple different circuits? That's kind of the way they do it. Well, now you've got 2nd Circuit over here and you got 9th Circuit over here, both having the same issue. That draws more attention to it. Let's keep going because this is why this is important. It's not just California and the 9th Circuit. It's the whole nation. So let me show you here what the judge said. U.S. District Judge Cormac Carney granted a preliminary injunction blocking the law, the old Heisman, which he wrote was, quote, sweeping, repugnant to the Second Amendment, and openly defiant of the Supreme Court. It is absolutely 100% well said. The court case against the law will proceed while the law is blocked. The judge wrote that gun rights groups are likely to succeed in proving it unconstitutional, meaning it will be permanently overturned. Now, that's the big piece here. Remember what I've been saying consistently for a while now about climbing the pyramid of the judicial system? You got to have injury over here and injury over here. I'm going to mute that. You have injury everywhere, and then the SCOTUS acts. That's what we're seeing right here. And if this gets struck down consistently, as this judge just said, then you're going to see it used and referenced as unconstitutional in New York. Sensitive places is the answer to the Bruin decision that the left has put forward. The more that this gets struck down, the more you're going to see this fall, and they're going to have more concealed carry across the nation because they're pushing the envelope too far. Now, let me show you one more thing, and then I'm going to show you what the Newsom said about his little meltdown. Quote, California progressive politicians refuse to accept the Supreme Court's mandate from the Bruin case and are trying every creative ploy they can imagine to get around it. 100% true. The California Association's president, Chuck Michel, said in a statement, quote, "The court saw through the state's gambit." And that's the whole point. They are trying to thread a needle of gun control, but also the Bruen decision, not making it too obvious that they're basically giving the old finger to the Supreme Court, but still saying close to it, but not close to it. So they still get gun control, but they don't. That's the gambit that they're running. They just got called on it. They got the injunction dealt against them, and now it could potentially become unconstitutional in California, which means it can then be referenced again nationally. This is a really big deal because now you have two instances of rulings. All right, let me show you what Gav said, because who doesn't love Gav in the morning? Governor Newsom's statement on concealed carry ruling. Defying common sense, this ruling outrageously calls California's data-backed gun safety efforts repugnant. What is repugnant is this ruling, which greenlights the proliferation of guns in our hospitals, libraries, and children's playgrounds, spaces which should be safe for all. Now, I'd like to note this. Children's playgrounds, hospitals were already sensitive places. It was already not legal to have firearms there. But facts and laws don't get in the way of Gavster. He's got to, appeal emotionally. California will keep fighting to defend our laws to enshrine a right to safety in the Constitution. The lives of our kids depend on it. If you never pay attention to what they say subtly, it will always come back 6, 8, 9, 12 months later. Kamala Harris put out the right to safety. That was one of her big pushes. Everyone has a right to safety. Well, now here comes Gavin Newsom tying it into the 28th Amendment, his little pet project, to infringe upon the Second Amendment on a constitutional amendment approach. Everything that we're seeing in this fight is going towards defeating these people on the ground where they are. They're only going back to emotion and lies and mistruths because they have nothing else. This California ruling is a massive deal, not because California, but because the implications nationally and how the tapestry of lawsuits are all going to come together for freedom, and that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.